Today is July the 1st. I'm going to be sharing with you some updates that I have made to my home routines and planners as we start this second half of the year. So stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Nikki and I want to welcome you here to Carry Grace. Alright, so today I'm very excited to be taking you through all of my routines that I have created this year and all of my planning systems, and I'm going to share with you the updates that I have made. It is now July the 1st, which is the beginning of the second half of the year. So it's a new month, it's the beginning of a new quarter, and it's the second half of the year. So if you haven't already, this is a really great time of year to really evaluate your rhythms and routines. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through my 5 home routines. I'm going to share with you the updates that I have made, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you the updates that I've made to my planning system. So the first routine that we're going to talk about is daily routines. So for me, that includes an AM routine and a PM routine. Now these routines I learned from the Fly Lady system. So when I first started out doing the Fly Lady system, I really worked on her specific morning and evening routine, but as the years have gone by, I have really tweaked these and made them my own. So for my morning routine, I like to get up and make my bed. I do a quick tidy of our bedroom and bathroom, and then I like to wipe down our bathroom sinks and toilets. So sometimes I will just do the master bathroom. Sometimes I will rotate and do the master bathroom one day and then our power room the next day. My kids, they are in charge of doing this upstairs for their bathroom. The next thing on my morning routine is to empty the dishwasher, start a load of laundry, and then start our robot vacuum. I have a robot vacuum and it just really helps me stay on top of vacuuming. We have a dog that sheds, and so it is just something I do to make my life easier. So the second part of my daily routines is my evening routine. And for my evening routine, I make dinner, I prep any meals that I need to for the next day. This is usually lunch and breakfast for my husband and son for work. Then I clean up the kitchen, I start the dishwasher, any laundry that is still out gets put away, and then I like to do a quick tidy. So that's a look at my morning routine and then my evening routine. Again, these haven't really changed. I have really worked on these over the years and they work really well. So if you don't have daily routines like this, an AM routine and a PM routine, I want to encourage you to start really small. Just start with 1 or 2 things, and then as you practice those and get in the habit of doing those things, you can start adding more things to those routines. So the second routine that I have is my weekly prep. Now at the beginning of this year, I pretty much always did this on Sunday, but as the year has gone, I have found that sometimes it's beneficial for me to do this on Sunday. Other weeks it works better for me to do this on Monday. I am a stay-at-home mom, so I do have the option to do it on Monday, but if you work full-time away from home, Sunday is definitely a great day to do this. Now maybe you work a really crazy schedule and maybe Friday is a day that you need to do this. You can do this any day of the week that works for you, but I'm just kind of sharing my routines with you today. So for me, my weekly prep consists of planning for the week, doing a quick clean out of the fridge, a meal plan for the week, I grocery shop. A lot of times that's actually just ordering groceries and having them delivered. I do any kind of meal prep that I can for the week. Now it varies from week to week. Sometimes it's a lot of meal prep. Sometimes it is just getting fruits and veggies ready for the week. And then I like to do a quick tidy. So like I said, I typically do this on a Sunday or Monday. My weekly prep has pretty much been the same all year though, and it's working really well. So the third routine that I have is my weekly cleaning routine. For me, I call this my weekly reset. So for my weekly reset, I typically do this on a Monday. Some weeks I will do this on Tuesday. Some weeks I will break these tasks down and I will do 1 or 2 on different days of the week. It just kind of depends on what we have going on for the week, but typically I do try to get this done on Monday. Now one thing that I do have on my weekly home reset that I don't actually do on Monday is washing everyone's sheets. I'll talk about my laundry routine in just a little bit, but I actually have everyone in our home is assigned a different day to do their sheets, so that looks a little bit different, but we do have someone that gets their sheets washed on Monday, so I do leave that as part of my weekly home reset. It's just a good reminder for me. So the first thing, like I said, is to wash everyone's sheets. I go through the whole house and I clean all of the mirrors and glass. The next thing I do is I dust the whole house. This is just a quick dust with a Swiffer, but I do dust our entire home. The next thing I do is vacuum. Now, I like to do a pretty thorough vacuum when I vacuum each week. I know with the Fly Lady system, if you are familiar with the Fly Lady system, she talks about just doing your high traffic areas. That is perfectly fine, but I like to do a really good vacuum. We have a dog, my boys, they are in and out of the house all of the time. They like to go fishing and lots of things outdoors. So for that reason, I just prefer to do a really thorough vacuum each week. The next thing on my home reset is to mop. Now, we do have hard floors throughout our home, like the whole bottom level of our home. So I do all of the mopping. The next thing I do is I clean one shower. So for some of you, this may just be clean a bathroom, but for me, I typically am cleaning bathrooms every day. They're getting a good wipe down. So I like to focus on doing one shower every week. So one week I will clean our shower, the next week I will clean the shower upstairs, and then I just rotate through that. The last thing on my weekly home reset is to empty all of the trash cans. This task in my home has been delegated to one of my sons, but it is something that I like to make sure that we get done. So that's what my weekly home reset looks like. It really hasn't changed this year, and it's working really well. So the fourth home routine that I have is my deep cleaning routine. This is the routine that has changed significantly for me this year. Now, if you watched my video at the beginning of the year where I shared with you my cleaning routine, my new cleaning routines for the year, you may remember that I talked about zone cleaning and how I had added a 6th zone. Now, zone cleaning is something that I learned from the Fly Lady. I did her method of zone cleaning for many years. Over the years though, I tweaked it a lot. I started creating my own zones. I started laying them out differently. I eventually added another zone and things like that. And I had it to where it was working really well. Like I said, at the beginning of the year, I added a 6th zone. And for me, that zone was just called a flex zone. I didn't assign it to any specific area of my home. I used it just like it said. It was a flex zone. So I used it to catch up on things that needed to be done. Some weeks I would use that week specifically for projects. I would use it for doing things outside, things like that. So as I was tweaking my routines at the end of last year and in the beginning of the year, it worked really well for me for a little while. But there came a point where I was looking at my zones in my planner and I was seeing that I was not completing my zone cleaning. So in my planner, I have all of my zones laid out. I had my monthly zone cleaning, and then I also had some quarterly zone cleaning. Y'all, I spent a lot of time breaking these things down. And like I said, I'd started noticing that I was putting off zone cleaning and I wasn't really doing it. So I had to ask myself some really hard questions. I had to ask myself, why am I not doing my zone cleaning? Zone cleaning is great. I had been doing it for years and it had worked really well for me. But I was noticing that I was not doing it. So like I said, I really had to get to the bottom of it. And so as I was looking through all of my monthly zone cleaning lists and my quarterly zone cleaning lists, you may remember earlier this year, I actually did talk about this, but I had created a project schedule for all of my zone cleaning. So at the beginning of the year, I was doing monthly zone cleaning and also some quarterly zone cleaning. So the first thing I noticed that wasn't getting done is the quarterly tasks that I created. And that is when I created this project schedule and I shared it with you guys. A lot of you have asked for this printable and I have sent it to you. If it's something that you're interested in, you can still email me and I will send this to you. But I created a project schedule for all of those quarterly tasks that I realized I wanted to set up in a different way. I wanted to set them up like projects. So I did that and that helped. But then I still noticed that I wasn't doing my monthly zone cleaning. So again, I'm asking my questions. Why is this not working? So what I finally realized is that when it was time for me to do my zone cleaning, I typically do my zone cleaning on Tuesdays. I think I've talked about that. I know a lot of you zone clean for about 15 or 20 minutes every single day throughout the week, but I prefer to just kind of lump mine all together and get it done. But what I noticed is that every week on Tuesday when it was time for me to do zone cleaning, I would just put it off and I didn't want to do it. And so I had to ask myself, why are you not wanting to do this? What is holding you back? And what I finally realized is that there are certain tasks that I just don't like having to do every single week. For me, those tasks are all of the dusting kind of things. So like cleaning the light fixtures and the ceiling fans, dusting blinds. If you watched my video from a few weeks ago, you will know dusting blinds is one of my least favorite things, but it is something that I am so passionate about staying on top of. And I got to where I wasn't doing it. And I realized it's because I'm having to dust blinds every single week. I don't like dusting baseboards every single week. And because I was doing zone cleaning, I was having to do these tasks every single week in whatever zone I was in. So I finally made the decision to switch to doing task cleaning instead of zone cleaning. So what is task cleaning? I've done a whole separate video about that, so I will leave a link to that video in the description box. But I finally sat down and I made a list of tasks that are important to me. And when I did that, it felt really good because, like I said, I was making the tasks that were important to me. You know, dusting blinds was on that list. But anyway, it just felt really good to sit down and just make a list of things that were really important for my house, the current house that I'm living in. We have lived in 4 houses in the past 4 years, and so every house is different, every house is laid out different. So it was really nice to make a list for this specific house. So in my planner, you will see I have a long list of monthly tasks that I like to get done every single month. And what I noticed is that when I switched to doing it this way, I was not putting off my cleaning anymore, because those tasks that I don't like having to do, I was getting them done all at one time for the month and not having to do those same tasks every week in a different zone. But I thought I would read through the tasks that are on my list. That way maybe it will help you if you decide that you want to do monthly task cleaning. So I'm just going to read through this. The first thing that I have is a septic tank treatment. We're on a septic tank, so I've got like a pod treatment thing that I have to flush down the toilet every month. The next thing is to clean the washing machine, clean the dishwasher, clean vacuum filters, clean air return, clean the air conditioner, refill soap dispensers, give the dog his flea meds, descale the coffee maker, descale the espresso machine, clean the hood filter, clean the trash can, clean the microwave, clean the toaster oven, dust ceiling fans and lights, dust corners, dust blinds, dust wall decor, dust baseboards, wash shower curtain liner, wash bath mats, wash mattress protectors, and wash comforters. So I kind of tried to group my tasks kind of like tasks together. So the first part of the list are things that are like monthly type maintenance, things like the septic tank treatment, doing the doing a cleaning cycle on the washing machine and the dishwasher and all of those kind of things. So they're just monthly maintenance type tasks. Then kind of the next section is things that need to be deep cleaned in my kitchen. The next section is mostly dusting type tasks. So it was, you know, the lights and fans and blinds and corners and baseboards and all of those things. And then the last thing is all of the extra laundry, the monthly laundry that I like to get done each week. And like I said, when I finally realized that there were certain tasks holding me back from doing my zone cleaning, I knew I needed to make a change. So if you are zone cleaning and it is working really well for you, keep zone cleaning. This video is not about trying to sway you to do what I'm doing. I just wanted to give you guys some updates on what is working for me, and I kind of wanted to share with you why I have made some changes. I wanted to kind of share with you the process of what led me to making those changes, because you're going to see a difference in some of my videos. I'm not going to be zone cleaning anymore right now. Now, is this a season? It could be. I have finally learned that seasons for me tend to change pretty quickly. When you have children, I feel like every time they're going through a new season, it creates a new season for you. I'm constantly having to adjust to kids' schedules and things like that, and that's okay. So this could be a season, but this could just be me finally realizing that this works better for me. So time will tell. I am, though, continuing to do my zone project schedule. Now for me, I'm not really going to continue to think about it in zones, but I do still have those home projects, like deeper cleaning things that I want to do that don't need to be done on a monthly basis. I am going to continue to do that. I just need to print out another one of these for myself in a bigger size so that I can put it in the planner that I use as my home planner. So the fifth routine we're going to talk about is my laundry routine. I've had a hard time with doing laundry since we moved into this house. So I have changed up our laundry routine several times. I have gone through times where I just did several loads of just random laundry every day. I have gone through periods of time where I did specific kinds of laundry on a specific day of the week. I have reworked my laundry schedule where each person had a day where they had laundry. I've done a lot of different kinds of things, and each change I made got me a little bit closer to really figuring out what I need to be doing for laundry in this house. Now this house, it is an older home. It is a nice size home though, but we don't have a lot of space in closets or laundry hampers. And so I didn't like having laundry. I didn't like having laundry hampers just like out in our bedrooms. I have tried making room in my closet for laundry hampers, and I just felt like it wasted a lot of my actual clothing space. And so I finally just decided that I was going to go back to doing a single load of laundry every single day that included everyone in my home's clothes, just like regular clothes. So now in the evenings or in the morning, after everyone in our home has showered, they take their clothes and they go put them in the washing machine. And then I will do a load of clothes every single day. And what this does is it makes it so that there's not dirty clothes all over the house all the time. We no longer need all of those laundry bins in our bedrooms and in our closet. Now, I still have other laundry that I have to do. I still typically do 2 or 3 loads of laundry a day, but I am only doing 1 load of clothes, and I've just started using laundry catchers. I don't do all of the hyper sorting that I used to do. I used to do that because I had so many loads of clothes, and so it just made a lot of sense to really sort things out. But now I'm just washing things all together except for whites and towels. I do not put towels in with our clothing. I do not put white things in with our clothing, but I will definitely wash lights and darks and delicates and all of those things together. I just do them on a quick cycle. And what made me start doing this, I was listening to a podcast from Emily Lay, and she had her mom on, and her mom was talking about how you really can just wash all of the clothes together because now most washing machines have a quick cycle. And when she said that, it made so much sense to me. So I decided to try it, and it has made a world of difference. So sometimes you have to keep tweaking those routines, and you will eventually find what works for you. So for my laundry routine now, I am doing a load of clothes every day, and then I am still doing another load of laundry. So some days that is somebody's sheets, some days that is towels, some days it is like dog beds and things like that, but I still usually only have to do about 2 loads of laundry a day, and it is working really well. So now that you know all about the changes that I've made to my cleaning routines, let's talk about planners. All right, so I started this year in this planner, which is the Ultimate Planner from Bloom Daily. And I am still using this planner. You guys, this planner is so good. It's nice because it has so many blank pages, and I was able to add all of the lists and all of the things that I need to really run my household well. So I will leave a link to the video where I set this planner up because there are so many things that I set up in this planner, and I don't want to go through all of those in this video because I've already done a video on all of those things. Now I can tell you that all of the zone cleaning lists that I set up in this planner, I'm obviously not using those anymore. That's okay though. They're in the back of the planner. There was plenty of room for them, and I can just leave them. I can tear them out. I can do whatever I want to. I'm probably not going to tear them out. I'm just going to leave them in there. But there was still plenty of room in this planner for all of the things, even though I have changed how I'm doing things. In the beginning of the Bloom Planner, there is a monthly task list. Now, this is not in all of the Bloom planners, but it is in the Ultimate Planner. It is not in the Vision Planner. It's not in their regular planner. It used to be, but they took it out. But it is still in the Ultimate Planner. And so this is where I'm keeping up with all of my monthly tasks. I'm also still using the weekly pages in this planner. I'm still using it just kind of as a weekly overview. Now, at the beginning of the year, this is the only planner that I was using. But as the year kind of moved on, I realized that I needed a little bit more room. So where I was using this for everything, like all the details, I feel that I was kind of running out of room for details. I believe it was in March, I purchased an Erin Condren hourly planner. I don't remember when I bought it. I think I bought it maybe like in February, and I decided for all of March I was going to try using the Erin Condren hourly planner. I did that so that I could kind of do some time blocking, and I had a little bit more room for the days so that I could kind of spread things out, give myself more details. That was a major fail. That did not work for me. I gave it my best effort, but it just wasn't the right fit. There were a couple other things that I tried. I tried using the Bloom Vision Planner. I actually really like the Bloom Vision Planner. It is a vertical layout, but it's not timed. So I'm trying to find an example real quick. So I tried using the Bloom Vision Planner. You can see it's a vertical layout, but it's not timed, and there's not sections built in. So I liked that I could just use this as a list. I could break the list down into sections if I wanted to. There was plenty of room to do that. And then I still had my weekly list and some habits that I could track. And I could actually use this planner and be completely happy in it, except for the fact that there's not a lot of notes pages. And for me, I really like to have a lot of notes pages so that I can add all of those home lists and things that I added in this planner. So even though I'm not using the zone cleaning lists in here, I still have lots of meal ideas. I've got home projects in here. I've got a lot of lists, and for that reason, this still ended up being a better fit for me right now because of all of the lists. However, if I didn't need all of those lists, I could totally be super happy in this planner. Like I said, I did try this. I used it for a little while when I was kind of in flux, trying to figure out how to get more details. And ultimately, this was not the winner. The next thing I tried is just using my weekly planner. So I had my weekly planner overview, and then I also tried adding a daily planner. And that ended up being the sweet spot for me. I've used the combination of a weekly planner and a daily planner kind of off and on for a long time. I was using the Day Designer as my daily planner. And I just got to a point where that particular planner ended up not feeling just right. And I couldn't really put my finger on what it was because it was a good layout. I didn't like the monthly layout in that planner because it was a Monday start, not a Sunday start. And while I do prefer for my weekly planners to start on Monday, I don't like the monthly overview to start on Monday. I want my monthly overview to look like a traditional Sunday start calendar. So when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a daily planner, I knew I wanted something bound. There's a lot of really great like planner pads that you can use, but I do find that I prefer mine to be bound. And I finally realized that I don't like a lot of sections. So I happened to come across the Simplified Planner from Emily Ley. Now this planner has been around for a very long time. It is not something though that I had ever purchased or tried. I have looked at this planner many times over the years, and years ago this wasn't the right thing for me, but she was having a sale and I decided to go ahead and pick it up just so I could try it. And this has been the best daily planner that I have ever had. I find that because it is very simple, it works really, really well for me. So with the simplified planner, you just have your day, you've got the hours over here, and then you just have a to-do list here and a blank spot here. There is not things for like what you ate today. You're not tracking water. You're not tracking expenses. You're not tracking all of these different things. You've got your time blocks, a to-do list, and an open space for writing notes. And this has been a breath of fresh air for me. So I really like having a week at a glance where I can write my overview over here. I can write in like the appointments that I have for the week, and then kind of a brain dump of to-dos that I need to do, and then I can still kind of track my habits and things like that. But what I have found is that I really do well laying out my day in a daily planner and then giving myself a place to really hash out my to-dos. I am very detailed when it comes to lists. I have to write down lots of things. I write down lots of details, and it just helps me stay focused. So like I said, for me right now, the sweet spot is having this daily planner with my weekly planner, and it's just working really well. My favorite thing about this planner though is all of the lists are in here. I really like having them, and then I also really like having a place to have an overview of my week. So one other thing that has changed for me a little bit is at the beginning of the year, I was printing off a blank calendar for my meal plan, and I was planning a month of meals at one time, and then I was just taping it into the I think it's the budget page for each month that I don't use. So I printed that calendar out, I did my monthly meal plan, and then I would just tape it over the budget page. Like I said, I don't use that. And now, because I'm using the simplified planner as my daily planner, I'm finding that I actually like using the monthly calendar in here. So what I have done with the monthly calendar in this, because I feel like this is essentially like a home planner for me, I am using the monthly calendar in here because I don't need to have it, you know, in both planners. I am now using the monthly planner in this as a meal planner. So I can plan all of my meals at one time right here. The other thing that I really like is the section where you have your to-dos. That is where I am keeping up with what I spent at the grocery store. A huge goal of mine this year has been to really spend less at the grocery store. It's been hard because of prices and things like that, but I have been making it a priority, and I have found that I am no longer planning a month of meals at one time. I'm actually just doing 2 weeks at a time. So it's just a little bit of a tweak. So I'm planning now 2 weeks at a time, and then I keep up every time I go to the grocery store. I just write in, you know, kind of what store I went to, how much I spent, and it's kind of really just helping me to focus on that particular goal, and it's working really well. So I did want to throw that out there. So in my ultimate planner, I've got my monthly cleaning lists. I have my meal planning in here. I've got my weekly overview and habit tracking. I also do all of my goal planning in here. There is a monthly goal planner page in here, and I really like it. It helps me kind of separate my goals, and so I really like that. And then I'm using the Emily Lay Simplified Planner to really focus on details. So in here I've got my monthly calendar that has like the overview for our month. It has all of our appointments and vacations and birthdays and all of those kind of things. And then I have a page for each day where I can time block, and then I can make a long to-do list with all the little tiny details that I need to make sure that I'm getting done each day. One thing I have found is that I really like the open notes section in this planner just on each day, because I can track just about anything that I want to track. Sometimes I write lots of notes from phone calls. Sometimes I will just jot things down that I need to keep track of and then move to my home planner. So I just have found that this layout in this particular season of life is working really well, and it's helping me to focus on the details. So this is kind of like my big picture kind of planner, and then this is the planner that I'm using each day so that I can make sure that things are actually getting done. I did want to let you guys know that if you are interested in the Ultimate Planner, like if you would want to set one up for yourself for all of your home routines and things, these planners are undated. So you can purchase these and you can start these at any time throughout the year. Another thing that I really like about the Ultimate Planner is it does come with 3 different cover options. So this has like a clear plastic cover, and you can insert anything that you would like. So there's 3 covers that you can choose from, and then they also have covers that you can print off. This is one of their customizable teacher covers. They've got a lot of different covers in the teacher section, and you just go to their website and then you can change what you want it to say right here. I just put the year, and then you can print this off and put it in your planner. You could print something off yourself, you could create something yourself, you could create some kind of like picture collage or something like that. But like I said, these are undated planners, so you can start this at any time of the year. I also wanted to take just a minute to tell you guys about the new meal planning sticker pack from Bloom. So they have just released these new meal planning stickers. They are so fun. If you want to see them kind of up close and personal, I do have a reel on Instagram that you can check out. It's on my Carrie Grace Plans page. I will leave that handle right here so you can find it, but these are super fun. And what I like is that there are lots of stickers that say meal plan and lots of stickers that say meal prep. We've got lots of stickers for shopping, like grocery shopping. You've got stickers for like leftover nights, microwave meals, family dinners, pizza night, takeout night, out to eat, lots of things like this. So these are going to be super fun. So I did use these stickers when I was planning out my first 2 weeks of July. So you can see these are so cute. So I just wanted to share those products with you guys because I talk about them. They are things that I am using and I do really enjoy them. I am now a Bloom ambassador, which just means that I am an affiliate for Bloom. They send me products. I get to share products with you as they're new and releasing, which is super exciting. I also now have a coupon code, which means that you can get 10% off of your order every time you order from Bloom. So if you will put in my code, which is Nicole10, you will get 10% off of your order. Not just your first order, every order. Now, this doesn't stack with other promotions and things that they run, but always try to put that code in, and as long as it's not some kind of special sale or promotion that they're running, you can use my code and get 10% off. Alright guys, I think I have finally covered all of the things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been very excited to share all of the updates that I've made. You have kind of been able to see some of these updates through some of my last videos, but I really wanted to have a video where everything was kind of all in one place. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down below. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing down below, and I will see you soon.